Just going to do a very quick video here to show you how to set up for, say, a game. We'll have a look at the England game. Coming up on Friday. We're going to set it up as we would do looking at it afresh. So we go into Sporting Index, Bulgaria v England. England are the away side. So we've got total goals 2.6. We split the difference, so let's put that in 2.6. Go into our PMT, select league. Obviously it's an international game. Go into here 2.6. We look at the home supremacy, which is 0.95. Again, you split the difference. But England are the favourites, they're away, so you'll actually enter a minus 0.95. So we go in here, we do this. We hit calculate A. And that gives us early Sporting Index prices. Sporting Index being a spread firm. We can have a look on Betfair. Let's see what they currently have. The game is 2 days and about 3 hours away. And we'll just compare, see what they've got. Sporting Index and Pinnacle are very good for looking at early prices, and if they are similar to Betfair's, then you can look to back sort of if the 2-0, 3-0 for example is high on Betfair and they're priced similarly to Sporting Index in option A, then you can get in early and back 2-0, 3-0. Idea being the price will come in. So where are we? Let's have a look. So they've got England at 173, Bulgaria at 602, and a draw at 397. So they think England will drift from this particular price. Looking at the correct score. Liquidity is 7,000. That's not enough. I wouldn't look to get into a trade on the correct score until there's about 20,000 plus. So we've got the 0-1 6.8, 0-2 at 7.4. And you can see the difference here. So Sporting Index price, the 0-1, 0-2 higher than Betfair. So will the price drift? Possibly. What are the unders? Let's have a look. 1.77, 1.81. Let's have a quick look at Pinnacle and see what they price this game at. Pinnacle and Sporting Index are never that far off Betfair, and you sometimes see that Betfair follow Sporting Index and Pinnacle prices. So what have we got here? They've got it at 6.87 and 157. 687 and 157. Okay, so they're well out from Sporting Index. And fairly close to Betfair's. That's for Pinnacle. Right, let's now look at option B. So we're now looking at the morning of the match, the afternoon, and we're going to tie up the prices on Betfair. So we've got 7.4, 159, 4.1. Try and remember that. $159 and 4.1. So we enter that. Making sure, as say, you selected the league, it's an international. 7.4, 159, 4.1. Okay, and the under 2.5. That's the trouble, you see. We're so early, we'll have to split these two and put unders in at 179. So this is where a lot of people are having a problem. Currently we have it set there, so we have to adjust this here to reflect the unders being 179. Okay, so as soon as you do that, that now tallies up with Betfair. So can we spot anything early here based on the current prices? Well, the 0-0 is 10.94, the 0-1 686.751. Let's have a look. 10.94, 684. What was the last one? 791, wasn't it? 751. 686.751. So the 0-1 and 0-2 are as Shirley is telling us. The 0-0 is currently too high. 1-2 is 10s here. And we've got it at 10. So we're pretty spot on. The prices aside the 0-0 are pretty accurate. The 0-3 is 12.57. Let's have a look on 12.57. That's slightly out. I mean, personally, at this point, I wouldn't do anything. We're 2 days away from the game. As Emo said in one of his emails, what you tend to find is that England fans tend to back England in. As you can see, we can see what their price has done so far. See, it's been sort of steadily backed in. And it's sort of, it's kind of peaked at the moment at the price it currently is. Now this may well come in further before Friday night. And if that does, you would expect the lower scores to come in as well. It's not, I don't expect this to be a high scoring game personally. Just have a look at, they won 4-0 at home, but Bulgaria at home, as you can see, they tend not to concede a great deal. Okay, the opposition haven't been the greatest, but England away have done okay though. So yeah, at this point, I wouldn't do anything. There's very little money matched here. There's a lot of time before the game starts. And if England steam heavily and the under 2.5 drifts out, meaning the over 2.5 will come in, then you may find the 0-3 will come in. But need to look at this a little bit nearer the time. The lack of liquidity, you can see big gaps in the market. That's why it's imperative to trade when there is a decent amount of money. If you don't, you'll get caught, you'll put in for a price. You won't get matched, and if you do, you'll end up taking a nonsense price and you will lose on it. So liquidity is very important. All televised live games at weekends in the evenings always have decent amounts of money, and they're the ones to really capitalise on. Okay, well I think that sort of covers most of the points really. So as long as you've matched all of the prices up on Betfair to match the under 2.5 and the match odds, and then you're looking for misalignments on the other markets, and that's how we profit using Shirley.